This first one's called a diptych. That's the style. And I was working on developing my dibble-dabble technique, which just kind of smush a brush in and do some colors. This is designed to be a rainbow from dark purple down to the red at the bottom. And I came up with this concept of the house and the guy in the wagon with the hay in a dream. So this is one of my more happy ones. I donated that to a mental health place in Tarentum, along with this one, which is a picture of going across the Charles Bridge in Vienna? Budapest, I think. It's a photograph I got off the internet, but I didn't have these colors in it. I made the colors up. And also, if you look closely at the painting, dibble-dabble for the sky, and it's quite pleased with how this one came out. This one is a more realistic one of Bridal Falls in Yosemite, and there was a river coming out. I saw this picture in the newspaper in black and white, so I decided to paint it the way I felt like painting it. This is a fall trees on a lake, and this was in a calendar by Sierra Nevada, so I couldn't sell this painting, even. I think it came out very well. I was very happy with this, and I was showing it to you upside down. I can tell because I signed it down here. This one, you can see over there if you want, is my self-portrait. And this is actually an unfinished portrait. Usually when I finish a painting, I paint around the edges so that it can be hung on the wall without a frame, and I sign them. And I have more texture in the background, but when I paint up close, and then I back up and I look at it, and then I paint up close and I back up, and I was so pleased with this. When I backed up and looked at it, I says, I cannot take a brush anywhere near this painting because I know for sure I will ruin the look that I have now. This is a much more realistic painting also of a big hat, and it's life-size. And this is a feather boa that was tied around the hat as a hat band. And Jean played a lot in me getting this right. Jean, who's visiting me this weekend, she is a MFA, Master Fine Art. And I said, I'm really having trouble with this. I got all the other colors with using the color and using it with white, but when I do that with red, I get pink, and I don't want pink. I want light red. And she says, well, you have to do that one backwards, Beverly. You use black and red, and you get a dark red, and you use your light red that you already have. Ah, so now my reds really do have depth in it. This one sold for a much higher amount, but this was painted on canvas as opposed to a canvas board, and It's 4 feet wide by 4 feet tall. And you have to look at this very closely to see what it is. But it's a Christmas tree that you see from the top of the tree going down. Okay. And so around the bottom there's a train that goes around. There's presents under the tree. There's a snow village. There's a nativity set. I have to look and see where that is. That should be out here. And I would really have to zoom in on the computer to see it, but trust me, it's there. And this little white stuff going around and around, that's popcorn on a string getting smaller and smaller as it gets towards the bottom. And I was very pleased by that. And I was very pleased when it sold just as we were leaving San Francisco. This guy worked for me, and these are his 2 children. And I believe that he's divorced, so he doesn't have his children with him all the time. And he wanted a picture of them and the Golden Gate Bridge. So he went up to the Golden Gate Bridge and had somebody take a picture of them together. And that's, it's not exactly like the photograph, but it pretty much is. And no, she is not chopped off. There are eyes under there and deep shadow. So those are my paintings.